Doom.
Don't take it wrong. I'm gonna explain it the best way I can.
Yeah.
It don't have nothing to do with you can't do certain things. It's gonna be what you gonna start doing.
I ain't gonna be cramping up and stuff.
No,
Doc.
no. No, I ain't got nothing to do with that. No, that ain't gonna raise your blood pressure, nothing like that. But we gonna talk about it. We gonna chop it up.
Took him off the chain, man. I'm letting him come off the chain.
Yeah, man.
D. Davis, what's up, man? How you doing, bro?
Man,
You in the locker room, bro?
Man,
Relax.
You've been on my ass a little bit.
Yeah.
You don't get back to me, man.
Yeah.
Man, I appreciate what you're doing, Ray. You already know, man. We've been knowing each other for many moons,
Yeah,
bro. So
yeah.
to be on this part with you, man, and doing this thing, man, it's an honor, brother.
It's an honor for us
I'm just
to have
gonna
you.
like what
It's
we
an
say the
honor.
other day. We just finna talk, man.
Yeah,
That's it.
You know
and
what
we're
I'm
gonna
saying? We
grind
finna
and
talk.
build, bro. That's what we're
Right.
gonna
Yeah,
build.
right.
This unity
Right.
thing is so important to
No
me
doubt.
right now, man, that it's crazy, man.
Of
And
course.
I want everybody to kind of humble themselves. I had a talk with one of my good friends last night that we had separated for a minute on some basketball bullcorn. let a lot of people come between us and talking and say. So we had an opportunity to have a good 2-hour conversation.
No doubt, man.
And mend some things the right way, and we moving forward positively. So it's all about growth, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we show out here. Even though you're a Reagan Raider. So let me tell y'all a little history, man. So D. Davis
right there
is one of the blessed few. One of the last shows we had Mr. Demo Odoms on here. He played at LBJ, went on to great college career.
Yes, he did.
Pro career was excellent.
Yes, he did.
Came back to coach his high school. This is one of the guys that did the same thing and was fortunate enough to come back to his community and start coaching and mentoring and leading in his community after being a very successful athlete and student at that same school. So I'm going to tell y'all a story. My sophomore year, boom, we the high boys in the city, man.
In the state, man.
Yeah, we the high boys all over the state, really. And we 21-0, y'all.
Man.
The game before, we had just seen one of my other partners you on the show, Orlando Smart. We went to their gym and popped them on the south side. That's where you coach at now, Crockett. Went out there and popped Orlando them because he was a heavy hitter. Boom.
Yeah, he was.
They put me on the cover of the paper, B-Mac.
Oh, man.
And now keep in mind now, he go to school with my cousin, Sam Campbell.
Okay.
This guy went to Rice.
Right.
He was the baby Magic Johnson back then. He was one of the ones that wouldn't let me play when I was a youngster. That made me that beast. Boom. So they on the same team.
We've been playing with each other since 4th grade.
I'm gonna tell you the story. This is why the story crazy, bro. Cause they come to the J in our gym. You know Reagan, LBJ, this rival. Man. They come into the J full gym.
We still playing on campus at that point.
At that point in time, it's standing room only. You got to get there at the freshman game. We 21-0, man. Bow, they pop us at the J. Ooh, we was in our feelings, bro. We lost that game. I think it was fights and all kinds of stuff after that game.
Like that.
I got ugly after that game, bro.
Man, I messed up my J's, man. We had to, because them niggas wouldn't let us come through the regular door. So we had to walk out the back.
The real J's.
Yeah,
man.
Y'all had to do that. Tell them how it had to happen.
We had to walk out the back of the locker.
Damn right, at the J. That's how I told y'all.
That's why when everybody say, "Oh, be ready,"
did none of that shit. Boy, you better act right when you come over and win, lose, or drop. But y'all came in there and popped us, bro. You know what I'm saying? And y'all had a hell of a team that year, bro. That was a hell of a game. You acted a fool that game.
Your cousin got hurt, man. I went for 30-something young niggas.
On us.
And almost got beat up by Bubba. Nigga.
Yeah, Bubba, man. He probably gonna be watching this
too.
Bubba,
we good, man. This is Northeast Austin in here, man.
Man. Bro, I'm gonna tell you about Ron Jones. Ron Jones, my daddy brought me over there. One of the first dudes he introduced me to. Bub said, you ain't never got to worry about nothing with him his whole life, Coach Jack. You understand what I'm saying? That's been a big brother to me from day one. So basketball game, he done ran on the court and knocked niggas off their feet in basketball games. Telling you, you know what I'm saying? That's true story. I'm just telling you.
That's a topic. I just had something come in that said,
Ron Jones, I love you, bub. You know what it is.
I don't know if somebody playing, but
hey, I still love you too, man.
Yeah, I don't know if somebody playing, man, but somebody said the NBA season is canceled due to the corona.
It might be
because a player in Utah got tested positive.
Yeah, because they shut that game down today, B.
So
they shut that game down today. We're gonna get straight to the coronavirus.
That's not good. Okay. If that's real, you know what I mean? Because when what I think about it is
breaking news, y'all.
Yeah, breaking news. What I think about it is when the South by Southwest major deal, and you shut the city down. With all the people coming to it, and they coming from all over
the world,
and then you know, because the other people, not us, but they say, what about the B&Bs, the airline flights, it's kind of like we don't know the real inside scoop on that, but we looking at it like you got to chalk it up because, of course, you got to look out for the interests of the people, and you can do that again.
No doubt.
You know what I mean?
They say no sound, care. I need my sound.
I think they got it right.
They got it right. Yeah, I love y'all.
But they said it's canceled. I'm hearing it. Now they saying it. I'm hearing it from.
Well, I hadn't heard much about
different
the
they said it's canceled.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that cat from Utah gonna be. He probably sealed the deal on that. You know what I mean? One of the players, which I didn't know nothing about that.
But let's get right to it since we're gonna talk coronavirus.
Yeah.
This shit always bigger than basketball, and I applaud the NBA first and foremost for doing it because we talked about this at work earlier with a couple guys, and I was like, what's more important to the higher execs, your life or their money? So now I see that their lives are more important, and then I can applaud that, man. I can support what you do now when you put the players and the fans and everybody involved before that dollar bill. That says a lot, NBA.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? And I applaud that too.
You know, and then being a coach, man, you know, it's always the next play, the next step. So, you know what I'm saying? I hope as a society, our government is getting the vaccines ready and all that stuff, because the one thing ain't nobody talking about is
the cure.
When we start testing more people are going to have it. So then where's the cure? And so, you know, it's always the end game. And so it's obviously big. We've actually escaped it here in the U.S. versus places over in Europe and stuff like that. So,
and I think quality control and being on top of it,
especially if we are ahead of it a little bit anyway. So we got to jump on that. You know what I mean? So there it is right there.
Man, there it is.
Wow.
It ends. Huh?
Oh, it's going to end April 15th.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow, man.
Okay.
There it is.
NBA players face. Yeah, that's
Oh,
good.
it is.
I'm with that. We showing y'all live and direct. They can't see it, but we reading it to y'all.
Okay.
Yeah. Man.
Says NBA labor deal allows for pay cuts for games lost to coronavirus. So, you know, they gonna be all right financially, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this, man, because I let them boys bang with that spirituality, but I got this queen at home that get busy with God.
Yeah.
But God bless those that do the right thing anyway, so their pockets ain't gonna be hurting for certain.
Right.
Never be tripping. He gonna bless them for making wise decisions.
Well, I know the mayor don't look too bad with his decision to cancel South by now. You know what I mean? Like you were saying, okay, people lost money on the flights and stuff, but these people fix to be coming from them same damn places.
You got to do that.
And that's and again, I don't want nobody thinking I'm impartial to those folks or nothing like that, but. I mean, you don't want to bring anything if we don't have to into the society, man.
Yeah.
So maybe he made a good decision.
Because the one thing you can't do, bro, is you can't plus reset on death.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Like we can keep everybody healthy, and then we can. I'm just telling you, we can do South by Southwest in June.
Real
but if everybody damn near dead,
then ain't nobody doing nothing, man. It's a lost cause, but. For the people who listening right now, man, I'm gonna tell you. I said it last week, and I'll say it again. You can keep your immune system boosted up, okay? And there's several different ways you can do it. You know
right
what I mean?
to it, B. Don't get it. Lace them in this season.
You can stay up on your greens. You know what I mean? Vegetables and things like that. But not only that, man. I don't have my list on me right now, but just right off the top of the head, you know what I mean? Working out. It's very, very serious that you work out because that boosts your immune system, man.
Sleep.
And getting rest. But it's not only that. See, people can dry their hands. Let me tell you something. People can dry their hands and walk out of the bathroom of any place. If your hand's still wet, it's no good because you're still leaving this residue of wetness. So you can...
Moisture.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
If anybody in that store, because you don't know what people come from and what they're doing, or because we don't pay attention, and people don't. I tell people this all the time: the dirtiest place in your car is your steering wheel, because that's where your hand is at
all the time.
And we don't pay no attention to that.
Yeah.
Your steering wheel is what you grab when you walk out of the store, when you touching doors, when you opening them, when you closing them. You touch that steering wheel. We don't pay no attention to these things.
Look at that dude out there gripping wood and leather. You be understanding. You know wood and leather start being, you know, it's a few guys.
Yeah. But just boosting up and drinking. Man, I can even say like you get you some like herbs,
good,
lemon and mint with and hit you. Start putting a little garlic on your food, man, and that boosts your immune system in a sense, in a way. All that stuff is a booster, man. Like I said, you doing your greens, stay up on that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Stay up on your vitamins. People, please stay up on your vitamins. Please stay up on your vitamins, man, and work out and do some type of exercise and keep that immune system boosted up, because as long as that immune system is boosted up, it's hard for you to catch it. But I'm on a spiritual tip, so I don't even really look at it like that.
Yeah,
man. I got Psalms 91 in my life all day, every day.
You can't quote it right now. You can't come from the top. Just part of it. Just give me a little bit. Nah, you know I love. Hey, look. Say, man, I need y'all to continue to like, love, and share this coronavirus. I need discussion on that, man, because we need to make sure that our communities are safe. I need y'all to let us know what people without insurance and all that can start going to get checked out. If y'all got any input, any insight on this corona, please chime in.
Yeah, post some questions so we can read it and then we can chop it up over that subject. Maybe you have something that ain't everybody's thinking about but ain't said it out loud. So post some stuff. I see some of you cats on Facebook Live right now.
Yeah, man.
Welcome to the show, man.
Yeah.
Say, so check it out. We're not going to even go to commercial break right here. We're going to just steamroll, if y'all cool, right into the second quarter, because that first quarter was extremely fast.
Get it rolling,
We're starting to love how we do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We not going to even trip.
No, he went to it. He bounced back in.
Yeah, he right back in it.
Yeah, good job, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kevin.
Mr. Do-Right.
Mr. Do-Right, man.
Hey, check out the YouTube page, too. You know, we got the YouTube page loaded up, man. The website, the gear, everything coming, man. So we right back at it, D. Let's talk about you real quick.
I want to give a shout out to my man Jay, my man Corey Perez. I see y'all, man. I appreciate you guys coming on. Y'all like and share this, man. This is something my man's trying to start up. And again, I'm just happy to be a cog in the wheel, baby.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
So you one of the fresh coaches out there, man. I like to be out. We're gonna talk about it. Let's talk about it.
He gonna do it.
You out here wearing vests at the games on the sideline and all that. You dress like me a little bit. We got some flavor. So what inspired that, man? And what made you feel like that after playing? Because we're going to get to what y'all inspired something. You don't even know what y'all inspired, but go ahead.
Okay, I want to hear that, man. Well, to be honest, man, you know how I was back then, man. Everybody had to have their own style.
Yes.
You had to, you know what I'm saying? You had to be unique as shit. And so, we was Yeezy before Yeezy was, you know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you, like, and I ain't gonna even lie, it kind of started with me with that Boys Man shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you know what I'm saying? You freak it out a little bit, and I'm hip hop all day. You know what I'm saying? And in every way.
That's our generation. They can't make us grow up and say, y'all too old.
So man, when those cats was coming out and they was hungry and they was eating cereal and shit for lunch and dinner, them dudes was our age coming out with them CDs back then, and we was banging that stuff. So I mean, a new Jay-Z, a new Nas. You know what I'm saying? For me, I'm underground, so I like Tribe and Daylight and Moses.
Don't start talking about them, because we had some killers up here. We done had some killers up here the last couple of shows. Bavu, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Bavu. He already know. Hip hop, we growing up, right, baby?
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
We grown up. Look, Jada Kiss said, and I know you're going to love that Jada said, man, my son got an alpha mind. I share thoughts with my son because he got an alpha mind. I said, man, why this boy out here living like that, man?
That's a nice CD right there.
Man, but he ready. That was inspirational. That was really all that was. Perfect timing, Jada Kiss. So your style, man, and I think what your style does is it attracts the youth. I think, the kids can relate to that. And you do a great job, man. And I've seen you coach over the years, bro. I've seen you do it with talent and without a lot of talent. You know what I'm saying? So from a coach's standpoint, let's get right to that as well, because I love talking this for the kids in the community.
Okay.
What's been your biggest obstacle as a high school coach?
Man, somebody asked me that a few years ago, man, and when I say a few years ago, I've been doing this for 25 years.
Yeah, you
man.
jumped out the gate.
And they say black don't crack much, and it's been a blessing. You know what I mean? And so right when we was graduating and you was finishing up at Michigan, man, I was just coming home as a youngster starting my career.
Where'd you start at?
I started at Reagan.
Okay.
And then obviously, I went to Johnston for a couple of years, came back to Reagan for the longest time.
Right.
And then now I'm over at Crockett.
Okay.
And so, man, so the biggest obstacle I would say is apathy.
Yeah.
All right. And so, if we want to theme it, I can get more specific, but it's apathy. You know what I'm saying? And so apathy sometimes, you know, I let this get to me sometimes, and so did I go hard enough?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Apathy sometimes from the student athlete standpoint.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got all this God given gift, but you ain't even manifesting. Right. You know what I'm saying? So you're giving it away.
Yeah.
Apathy from the community at times. Apathy from the parents. You know what I mean? And the funny part about it is when I first started, and when I say apathy, there ain't no rich or poor thing and none of that. Let's get off of that.
Yeah.
That's one thing in our community, man. We got to stop pigeonholing ourselves
That's true.
in certain areas, especially when it comes to finances and economics,
Yes.
because we sharp. You know what I mean? We
Yeah.
kings and queens, and so when I say apathy, it's not a rich or poor thing, because you seen some of my best teams at Reagan. Them cats came from the neighborhood.
From nothing.
They ain't have nothing. I could go buy them dudes sandwiches and chips, and they'd love it. Thank me for it. Clean up after it and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, nowadays, hell, these kids get lasagna and freaking breadsticks and salads, and the parents are asking, the parents are asking me, what are they eating? I'm just like, wow. And you ain't came to a Booster Club meeting.
That's what that lets you know right there.
You know, and so, and again, I started all this with my faults. You know, you look in the mirror first, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Accountability.
that's what success and leadership is.
That's what it
You
is.
know what I mean? And so, you know, I started myself, but really it's just overall apathy.
Yes.
And unfortunately now, unless you're in certain communities around the city, around the state, then you don't have as
Around
much
the
of
country.
that. Yeah, you don't have as much of that apathy. But then when you get into inner city areas and stuff, some of the schools we came from and the people that are us, quote unquote, there's a lot of apathy, but it ain't. And again, it ain't necessarily a fault of anybody's, but when you trying to make it and eat and make ends meet, like they used to say in the day, shit, you can't get out and go to all the games and all the Booster Club meetings and pay the money and all that stuff. And so, you know, if again, leadership, you try to compensate. You know what I mean? And so my boys don't want for nothing.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And if they do want for something, we're gonna come together. We're gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so that's probably, you know, there's other obstacles I could talk about.
Right,
with
right. We're gonna get into that, but
Word.
the apathy is big
Word.
because
Word.
I think the appreciation is big, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's crucial in our community,
Yeah.
and we need to kind of change that,
Yeah,
man.
no doubt, man.
It's mandatory.
No doubt.
You know what I like to tell them is that's that nigga mentality, man.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it like that, locker room, but I have to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We not niggas. We kings and queens. We never have been. So
You remember
I
Pop
stand
flipped
on
that
that.
shit back in the day, never ignorant, getting goals accomplished.
Man,
You gotta
already.
be them type of niggas.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
gotta
Yeah.
do it.
If you
You know what
gonna,
I'm saying?
if you
No,
gonna do
I'm
it,
serious. And so,
How you feel about that appreciation too? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's we appreciate it, but the kid has to as well.
Yes.
And the parent.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It takes a family and a village. You know what I mean? But
Amen to that.
it all starts at home. You know what I mean? You can do your best at coaching, and then when they get home, it's a different environment. So you fighting against the grain. It was like me and Ray talked about it last year. I said, Ray, I come in here, we talk to the kids. I can talk to them. I ain't even gonna say to them, blue in my face. I wouldn't even say that because you never know who you touch,
right.
and you never know what words can encourage.
Yes.
But we can't help the environment sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's just something that we can't always control. You know what I mean? But maybe I can give you some knowledge that you ain't gonna learn in college, and then you can take that and grow from it.
Right.
At a certain point in your life, you know what I mean? Just
Right.
because words resonate.
Right.
with-
And let's
with
be
you.
honest, man, like when we came up, the OGs, even the ones that was quote unquote bad or whatever, they were still OGs. And you still got that nugget of information or whatever it was. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? We've kind of lost that. If we want to be honest about that type of stuff. And so, you know, we starting from further and further behind the start line.
Yeah.
And even sometimes when you have some success with some of these babies, you got to celebrate it, even though it just got them back to the starting line. Because damn, at least you know it's better than yesterday.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And so,
And that's big in our community,
Yeah.
bro, because you have to celebrate daily. And I put a post up, man. We can't continue to punish hurt people already.
man.
You know what I'm saying? We got to start healing, man. This
I saw
ain't
that.
1950, man. You know what I'm saying, bro? Even in the educational and our institutions, man, We can't keep damaging people that are already hurt and keep trying to imprison and imply that mindset, bro. We got to start healing and educating and uplifting, man. So you say a lot. So we talk about that, but what's been one of your biggest accomplishments with the basketball then as a high school coach? We talk about the rough part, because we're going to get into a whole lot.
Right,
we
I
talk
got
crazy.
you, baby. I got
What's
you.
the success of that?
You said we was talking, Ray, so you know I got a mouthpiece like a champ.
No doubt, you're a coach.
He got some.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, well, I think, you know, it's funny that some of my biggest up till now, some of my biggest accomplishments don't even have to do with the wins.
Yeah.
You know, I look.
That's what I want.
You know, I get to be blessed to be fairly young still, but then still have a whole long road of hindsight.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And that's a blessing. You know what I mean? I've been an old soul all my life. But to see my boys, you know what I'm saying? And I call them my boys because I have two beautiful daughters, right? Mariah and Diva. And so I think God set it up like that. You know what I mean? The plan is always perfect, right? Yes. And so I have all these young men that I've been able to influence their lives. And to look back on it now, so Ray, when I say that 25 or whatever, the babies that I started with my first year as a teacher coach, they're 43 now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm 47.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And
right,
so, you know, that's a blessing. And so to look back on it, and it ain't, you know, I remember the practice players as much as I remember my starters, like I do.
Right.
You know, those are my sons and my babies. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, when I invested in those guys, or when I invest in those guys, it's way past the gym.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And so, you know, especially nowadays with our babies in this age, they got to know that you kind of care for them a little bit before you can even get on them.
Right.
Because, you know, some of these niggas is crazy. Man.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, man.
Yeah.
And so, because and they crazy because of circumstance. You know what I mean? It ain't always. You just said it, right? We gotta stop beating down hurt people. You know what I mean? Sometimes they need a hand instead of a fist, and so
or an ear, really,
or an ear. Yeah. And so just to see those guys, you know, obviously with social media now where it is, having them see how they coming up. Yeah. They're men now. They have children. Yes. Some of them cats that I was worried about then have turned into hell of a dads and stuff. I mean, I'm looking at man, and ain't no nothing soft a brother up than a little baby.
Oh man, it gets
especially a baby girl. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like I'm looking at some of the knuckleheads, and it just makes me smile because they own full-time jobs. They holding it down. Blah blah blah. This and that. And it's funny because I always used to tell the kids like, you don't have to go. You go pro when you get paid. Yeah. And so all them cats have gone pro now. Coach Davis, I've gone pro. I didn't go to the league, but I'm a pro.
Look. The red flag is somewhere. Yeah. It's going to be here after halftime. Right. Say that again to them. They go pro when they start getting what?
Paid for what you do.
That's what the flag means.
Okay.
So when you on point,
okay. We're gonna replay that layup you just did.
Man.
Well, you dunked that one, but you know
I'm
what I
a
mean.
point guard. I don't mind throwing
just alley or something.
In my life.
Yeah.
But you go pro when you get paid for what you do. And so I look at my babies, my boys, and you know, from 40s to 30s to 20s and teens now. I mean, can you imagine that space of time that I've been blessed to be an influence in their life?
Yes.
And so that means everything to me. And obviously, I'm competitive as hell. You know that. You know what I'm saying? And so don't let this polo shit fool you.
Because I'm going to tell you this, and let's get into this quick story I got with you and how you inspired the game of basketball in your team. So the next year.
Do I know this story?
You might.
Okay.
You might, but I'm going to tell the world because I got you on here, and Sam going to come on soon. He already said, man, you know I can't wait to get on the show.
Man. Because when he come, I just want to guess the appearance, man.
Because he talk crazy to me. He one of the only dudes in the world that I'll let do that because he's like big cuz. That's my cousin, older cuz. But y'all did the same thing next year. Boom. Y'all came to the J, and I think we had maybe one loss that year, 1 or 2 losses that year. And y'all smacked us again at the J. Y'all senior year, my junior year. This the year we go to state.
Yeah.
Boom. Y'all smacked us at the J. I'm like, man, this is incredible, man. These niggas, Sam keep coming over here and beating us at home. I hate my cousin. You know what I'm saying? He talking crazy.
Hey,
boom,
don't
boom,
you
boom.
know we rebelled in that, man?
I know y'all did.
We love
man,
it.
that's rival game.
No,
Y'all-
because back in the day, just to kind of add to the story, y'all, back in the day, we wasn't as much niggas as these cats was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because the J was the black school. You know what I'm saying? And
But
we
they
went
were
to
all
Reagan
one school at one point.
at
That
one
was
point,
split.
and then we split.
Yes.
And so we
Community
always
talk.
had to fight that image, like, man, we just as tough as these cats.
Yeah,
man. You know what I
yeah.
mean? And when Ray Jack came in the building, man,
You had to shut it down, though.
Go.
Because he gonna do
And then
him.
Okay.
On that note, mad shout out, rest in heaven, Gentry Mason,
Oh,
man.
we love you, G.
We
We had
love you,
great
man.
games with
Just
them
down.
games.
And Lefty.
LBJ Reagan
talking-
games, Lefty show all the
Man,
way
you
up.
talk about a mirror image, man.
Yeah.
And from Little League, I played for Sims. He played for Ortega.
Yeah.
I played for Dobie. He played for
Pierce.
Pierce.
Yeah.
I obviously went to Reagan. He played for LB. And so it's just like, man, anyway.
Gentry Mason, I
Anyway,
love you.
shout
You know
out,
that.
man. You
Mason family
definitely,
forever.
man.
Yeah.
But look, let me get back to the story because the world must hear this. So they did the same thing the next year. Bam, come to the J, sold out. Boom. They got to go out the back door again. They let the niggas know that. Okay. Boom. They pop us. So the next time we going, because we're going into the Mac Fact, so y'all stay tuned with this story. Take this story with y'all.
Yeah, yeah.
But we going to Reagan this time, right across right about
290.
Yeah, 290, right about 5 minutes away. We going to their gym, and it's sold out. This for district, I think.
Yeah, it was.
This for playoff spots
it
now
was.
to win district.
Yeah, it was.
Boom. I say, man, we can't go in there tripping, y'all. This time we got to pop these boys. So I take my daddy keys and I go steal all the soccer socks, all the purple soccer socks. I say, man, we finna put on these purple socks. We're gonna come here with all purple. Then I took them straight out the side room and just start passing them out in the locker
That's
room.
what it
Boom,
was.
boom. That's just how we do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There began the sock game.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
From
yeah.
that day forward,
Yeah.
my junior year at Reagan, they can tell all them stories they want to. The sock game started my junior year.
It did, man.
You know what I'm
It
saying?
did, yeah,
Because
it
the
did.
football team at LBJ started wearing the black shoes.
Yeah.
This is in the late 80s,
Late
90s.
80s, early 90s,
You know what
man.
I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So
yeah,
people
yeah.
can tell the story, but I lived it.
Yeah.
I'm the, you know what
No
I'm saying?
doubt, no
The
doubt.
football team came with the black shoes. We came with the purple socks with the black
With the
shoes.
black shoes.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
it was.
saying? In
Remember.
basketball at Reagan.
I remember.
Yeah, we acted a fool at Reagan that
Yeah,
game. Yeah,
Up that game.
yes.
Yo,
we-
finally got ass.
we got it when we needed it because we steamrolled from that point
Yeah,
on. We ain't
yeah.
lose no more games the
Yeah.
rest of the way, all the way to state, bro.
Yeah.
You know, it was a monumental movement. And I had his Jordans on with them. Oh, I had the threes. I had with the purple sock.
Man.
Hey, man, I just had to tell that story. That started the
Yeah.
black sock game. That's when I started tricking the socks and coming with colors and all that other stuff back then.
Were you the one
So-
on that in Michigan?
What you mean?
Yeah,
Come on,
oh,
man.
word,
I mean,
word,
you already
word.
know what
Yeah.
it
We
be.
get millions right now.
What y'all say that? Gifted?
That's it.
Gifted?
That's
I
it.
just ain't been
Let it
anointed yet,
Let
but
it
I'm
go.
gifted. In my
Let it
mind,
go.
I've been anointed,
Yes, sir.
though. I
Yes,
love y'all.
sir.
But look, check it out.
Yes,
We
sir.
getting right to this halftime show, man. The Mac Facts boy, Bobby Mac is gonna bless the game. I need y'all not to be ignorant of this, man. You know what I'm saying? Clear your mind and be free and listen, man. Listen, tune in, man. I love y'all. Like and share. We coming back with D Davis after the Mac Facts, man. We got more stuff to talk about, but tune in. Mac Facts, second half locker room coming.
Too, baby.
doubt, no
You
doubt.
gonna love it.
You gonna love it, baby.
It's game.
How y'all doing out there? This is Max Fact. Pay attention. We're gonna talk about some good topics. We're gonna keep it simple, but we're gonna keep it real. Stay tuned. It's coming. I'm coming right at you with these facts. I hope you're ready, baby.
Mac Facts. Come on in on them, Kevin. I want them boys to see this real nice and juicy.
Yeah, baby.
Because let me tell y'all. Let me oh! Ooh, it's so clear. Look at that, man. What they say? Mac Daddy. Now, fellas, I'm gonna go there with you just real quick, fellas. Now pay attention. A lot of us out here don't like to talk about how certain things work on us. And a lot of these boys, man, I don't need that. I don't need that, man. That's for somebody else who need it. Let me let you know something. Every 10 years, every 10 to 8 years, your testosterone drops at least 10 points. Every 10 years. So you boys that's 40, you can't lie to me. You can't, don't sit up here and lie to me. Cause I know, okay? Some men, you know, you gotta have your chest, man. I don't need, listen, man, I'm not messing with you about that. I'm not talking to you about that. I want you to pay attention. This is a male enhancement pill. It enhances you to do what you already been doing. The recovery time is ridiculous. Now, I ain't gonna get into details unless you call me. Because some of y'all still a little timid about this. I'm trying to give you the game, man. Recovery time. Okay? You and mama, girlfriend, whatever, you get you one in. Girl might want it again. Guess what? That boy gonna come right back with you. He gonna be like, so we down? What's up? What we doing? So, and he gonna come right back with you. And the Mac Daddy, you think I made a pill? You think that my name is on the pill for me to look dumb? You think I made a pill? Bobby Mac, make a pill to embarrass you? Man, you gonna be blowing me up, man. But I don't mind because I want to enhance the fellas. And it's a focus in there. We dashed a little focus in there. It keeps you on focus. You understand? Recovery.
A little mental.
Focus. Mental. Huh? And enhance. Hey, man, them 4 things right there, they're going to get you right and they're going to keep you tight. And I guarantee you're going to go, I'm just telling you right now. That is a fact from MacFacts. I get at y'all boys, man. Y'all hit me up because this pill is in y'all life and it will be in stores. Fellas, I don't want to hear it, especially you boys over 40. I'm not telling you, you go ahead. Go on lie. Man, Mac, I don't need it, I'm good. Go ahead. It ain't gonna mess with your blood pressure. It ain't gonna mess with your cholesterol. It's not, man. This is natural stuff in this, man. It goes off your flow. So be ready, man, to close the door, because it's going down. I'm telling you, Mac, on pill. Get mad, I'm sorry, I got a pill, God bless me with another thing, I'm sorry. But I guarantee you this, you're going to love me before it's all said and done, man. All right? Mac Daddies. Get at me, man, because I'm going to keep pressing these. They coming to you full. It's coming right to you, baby. Look, it's coming. I'm telling you right now, man, Mac Daddy, baby, we gonna bring it. Thank God for this, and may many more come, man. I appreciate y'all looking at the Mac Facts.
Yes.
Viewers, we appreciate everything y'all doing and watching us. I hope you getting a lot from the Mac Facts, because we're gonna come at it every week with new Mac Facts. We're gonna bring it to you. You're gonna love it. Thank you all for coming in, but I hope you just pay attention to what we're trying to do, man. We're trying to get out here, reach the community, and get these Mac Facts. It's all about you guys. It's not about us. It's bigger than us. Mac Facts coming at you.
Hey man, look man, I'm gonna tell you this man, because this is one of the joys of my week, man, is this Locker Room Podcast. It's truly, man, go out there and live your vision, man. It might not seem like it's worth anything, but live your life and be free to try what you love, man. I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. All right, but we right back at it, man. I rocks with y'all, so let me be honest. Get in the game.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Get in the game.
I know you're trying to sit on the sideline, man.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Coach, put me in. I know all the plays.
Put you in.
Coach, put me in the game, man.
Hey,
Coach, can I get in the game?
And look,
You put me on, baby. You
look,
in.
B,
You
and
in.
you don't want to say this, man, and I gotta say this, man. Hey, world. This is home, and y'all gonna get mad at me, but I don't give a damn.
Lord.
Please support a black man's business. Y'all, I know we not niggas no more.
Yeah, man.
The man got a
Nah,
good
man.
product, and you know what he been preaching and teaching. He ain't gonna give you no BS, my man.
Yeah.
Get behind this man. This man put dollars back into the community, into his peoples too, man.
Yeah,
this a hell of a business, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
man. It is. It's a $1 billion business,
I ain't
man.
gonna even tell him what you got coming with. We're gonna let you keep popping out on him.
Yeah.
But Mac Daddies, man, get at my man
Yeah,
Bobby Mac.
yeah, man.
I got my man D Davis in here.
Yeah.
Get
No
busy.
doubt,
Go ahead.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, man. I look at it like this. Look, if you're going to support, I wish you do, but you got to look at it like this, man.
Women, get your man an Easter Mac.
To me, it's not about money, man. I do things for money, but it's not all money, man. When you're an entrepreneur, the money come last.
Yes, you will.
That's true.
First, you gotta step to the door. First, you gotta walk up to what you doing, man.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So, yes, the money will come, but you don't worry about that, man. I've been living in this world for all these years. You think I'm worried about money? It's bigger than this, man. It's all about the health.
When do they say profit? When is that? At the what end?
Yes.
Okay, so you can't.
After so many years
of putting
putting in work, because
so they say profit later. Okay.
look, you sow the seed, right? You sow the seed,
Amen to that.
right?
I like that.
No seed grow in the same time as you planted it. You understand what I mean? It's seasons after that. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So when we sow the seed, bro, you gotta wait. And if you sowing seeds, all of them are not gonna grow at the same time, but you will reap a harvest.
Yes, you will.
And that's life in general, and anything that you're doing, man. You gotta understand this. We sow good seeds in the kids, like you said. Now they 40-something years old, and now look at them. They got babies now, and because you sowing seeds. You can drop bad ones or you can drop good ones, but you sowing the seed. Anytime somebody watching you and you doing a positive thing, you sowing seeds. You see what I mean? That's why it's good to stay positive at all times. Can you? Yeah, you human. You're gonna make mistakes and things are gonna happen in life. But you are the example. You say you follow God, then here he is. He gonna say, well, show me then.
Right.
Because that's how he operates.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I'm just looking at it like, here, Mac Daddy this is it. It's for any and everybody, and I just hope y'all just do what y'all need to do, because it's
Who
gonna
is
do what
Alex
it need to
Hamilton
do.
though? Alex Hamilton say make you pat yourself on the back. Alex, I like that. Show up and pause, Alex. Hey, women, Easter is approaching. Don't surprise your man with this, man. Let him do what he do. Right. You understand? So, D. Davis, this is a question I want to ask you, man.
What?
I got 2 questions going into the second half for my viewers. What do you value as we start getting into this coronavirus and all this stuff we dealing with in the world? I think we need to start understanding our values, because some of this is traps mentally that they placing y'all in, and you need to start valuing a lot of things.
Okay.
But I want to ask this question of you. How do you define a coach? How do you define coach nowadays? Define a coach.
Wow.
And because why I ask this is my son is leaving middle school.
Okay.
And this is a situation where I know how much of an influence my father had as a coach.
Of course.
In the community, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I want to be free to be dad too.
Right.
And put him under the right tutelage.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
So for me, define a coach so I know what I'm going out here looking for, homie.
Whew. Man, that's heavy. You know what I mean?
Heavy like a shit.
You know what I'm saying? But like everything, man, that's a
Be real, because what you do, tell them what you
multi-answer.
do, man.
The answer is multifaceted, right?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And so when you talk about a coach, obviously it's an art and a science, right? Scientifically, you got to know the X's and O's. You know what I mean? And that's why some coaches can just delve into X's and O's and learn how to be a coach, even if they ain't been a player. Right. But just like I think the best preachers come from the street because what they've seen. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, the analogy to the game, when you're a hooper, you know what I'm saying? When that passion is there, and then you played, experience things and stuff like that, that's where the science comes in. You know, I know X's and O's, of course, but then I know X's and O's.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so, you know, it's the same, but it's different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, I mean, obviously that part, and then the art of it is the relationship piece. You know what I mean? I kind of touched on it a little bit. I won't spin circles, but you know, before you can teach anybody, you got to reach them. You know what I mean? And it has to be, again, deeper than the game. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, again, it's a multi-level response or whatever, and I could probably go on, but what I like in coaches who have that mix between art and science, and that science, you got to know the game, because you're trying to teach somebody something, and you want to leave them with something. It's just like you go to college or whatever, you want to get back in line to get your diploma at the end of it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And so, but you left with something. And so you gotta have the scientific end of it. And then the art piece is what sustains you and keeps you in the game for 25 years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is my silver anniversary.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And it's
yeah,
crazy
yeah.
because I can't even, unless I think about it or I see one of my babies from then and stuff.
Celebrate.
You know what I'm saying?
25 years of
It's
serving the
just like,
community.
wow, you know.
Community service.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, then you have to have that relationship piece where them people, not only the boys, the family, the community. You know, I went to Reagan, man, and so when I went back to Reagan as a coach, that shit was a crusade. You know, they gonna close it and all that other stuff. They wrote that book. That one of the things I'm most proudest of in my career, and that book was about basketball in my end, but it was about me being a teacher, a leader, and all that stuff, the academic piece, and all that stuff that myself and a lot of other people worked their asses off. You know what I mean, to keep the school open. You remember that? You remember them days, man?
Yeah.
And so that shit was a crusade. It just so happened I was blessed to also have good teams at that time. So when the football team was a little down, the rivalry became the basketball games. And so you go to Delco on them nights, man, it's gonna be live. And we bring in the band and shit, man. We finna turn this up.
We turn,
out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I was, man, you know, I look back on that stuff now, and I'm one of them people, man, like, and my babe will tell you, man, like, you know, she's always telling me to kind of celebrate things and stuff, because I'm very nonchalant. You know me, man.
Yeah.
But like when you look at it, man, you should celebrate some of the things that you've done, man, because
That's true.
it's part of your past.
Yeah.
Past, and you know, and then whatever I did then, hopefully it influenced, like you said, the next generation, and then them cats can be giving back to the community.
Because they see it.
Yes.
Everything's seeing, man.
So,
you know?
original question, man, what makes a good coach? Somebody who gonna know the game, in and out, and then somebody who knows and willing to teach the game, and then have a relationship with your kid.
Yeah.
So when that shit get tough, and you hit the valleys, you can get out of them damn valleys and get back to them peaks. And it's life is the analogy, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And so that's what you're looking for. What you're looking for is what you're thinking about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what a coach is. You played at the high. You know, other than you and Clack and Chico and those guys, y'all played at the highest level around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When I was in my dorm at Howard Payne, we NAI. Nigga, I'm telling them, I know that nigga. I know that cat on TV. No, I'm serious, man, because I was celebrating this. Because I felt like, remember back in the day when one of your boys did something good?
Told you how you influenced
him, but it felt good to see him, man. It felt good.
But you blood, sweat, and tears, and I just told you how you influenced me, and that's crazy you say that. And that's the next question. You went to Howard Payne. I need you to talk to these people about going to school and how successful you are as a man, as a father, as a coach. Don't get caught up in D1, D2, and all that. Talk to the people about that. What are your thoughts about going to the right school?
I think we poisoned the system in terms of the basketball. You know, and you know, shout out to you AAU guys that are really doing it, where you're trying to actually get kids together and teach them the game. Let them go places and experience things outside of the neighborhood because you know they can't. You know what I mean? But we can't say that about everybody. You know what I mean? It's a money grab. It ain't good enough to grab the 5 best kids in the apartment complex. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And so, I don't know. I think that. Tell me the original question again, Ray.
The question.
Yeah, the original question.
The original, like.
What was you asking me? Because I was gonna spin it. I was spinning it to come back.
I was asking you about coaching.
No. I mean, what tell the kids about the educational
Yeah,
part
and
about
so,
all of it.
and so I was going to
Yeah,
spin
yeah.
all that to say, man, like the AAU
That's what
has
I'm
kind of
with.
poisoned it, right? My
Yeah,
bad, man.
yeah, yeah.
You good.
And so,
You on
and
point,
so
no
now we
doubt.
got that mindset of all or nothing. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it kind of fits our society where you got to be the flyest or you're not. You know what I mean?
Right.
Versus just being, and you guys know the cat in the back of the room is the smartest one anyway.
Yep.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And so when I think
And that's the question. What we segued into
Right.
is choosing schools
Right.
D1,
Right.
D2, and the
And so
education. Go
there
into that with
is
the coach.
there is so many avenues and for you to have places to play if that's really your dream.
Mm-hmm.
You know, now before we start talking about other than D1 and all that stuff, you got to ask yourself if somebody has to push you on a day-to-day basis to quote unquote chase your dream, then it ain't your dream, it's theirs. And so you can't really ask of nothing that you hadn't already previously put in. You mentioned the seed sowing concept, right?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's biblical. You know what I'm saying? You
Yes.
gotta till the soil. You gotta
Yes.
do all that other stuff. Throw the rocks away.
Yes.
Then plant the seeds. Then nurture it and water it
In the right soil.
and then in the right soil. And then after a while and effort and all that, you get the harvest. Well, we got a lot of kids, especially nowadays, where it's kind of a game. It's a gimmick. You know, you the mouthpiece is one thing, but the effort ain't nothing.
Oh,
and
man, the
and
work.
people see what you're saying in your actions. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the biggest thing, like for me today, because your parents want the kid to do this and do that and blah blah blah. And just because your kid is a leading scorer on the team don't mean he's going to school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Did you, instead of buying them Jordans, did you check out the point guard camp that was around the city?
Right.
Did you, you know what I'm saying? Did you invest in other types of camps? Did you know what I'm saying?
Right.
UT's camp down the street, Texas State's. Did you do any of that stuff before you can actually start talking about going to school?
Yes.
Do you know what your child's GPA is?
Yeah, I was
You know
about
what I
to say,
mean?
I was
very important.
And so, but when you have that opportunity, there's so many more schools other than D1s. Now, I will say, in Texas, for whatever reason, there's just not a lot of D2 schools.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so you do have to go and travel to because a lot of our kids can play at those D2
that
schools
D2 level.
at
All
that
day.
level.
Yes.
All day. I think about some of those LBJ kids in the present, in the past, my Reagan kids.
Right.
But, you know, without that knowledge, you don't know what you're chasing.
And see,
And
I
so-
think that's big, and that's something that we want to do with the lab is educate them on that process
Yes.
so they know their options
Yes.
and what to look for
Yes.
and how to separate. Because
Yes.
like you said, man, and go back, throw the flag. If somebody got to motivate you every day or every other day to do what you say is your passion,
It's not
then
your dream.
It's not your dream.
It's not your
That's
dream.
real right there.
It's not your dream.
Touch on that, B man.
Well, I mean, it's simple, right? I mean, think about it. You telling your child to get up. You telling your child you need to go do this. You telling your child to do that. And what do we say? I see something in you. But do he see it in himself? You
Right.
see what I'm saying?
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
So you can tell the ones that do see it in themselves.
Right.
Because you ain't got to tell them nothing.
You don't have to.
You know what I mean? And these days in time, what do you have now? Coaches and camps after they lined up now. We didn't have this.
At all.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
not to get too much off the subject, but could they hang with us?
No.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Because he was rough and tough.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Y'all was likewise.
But,
you know
but
what I'm
I mean,
saying?
even on the
Iron
football
sharpen
field,
iron.
Bobby Mack would have got kicked out of every game because of the way I hit.
Yeah.
So I would they been able to get? Would these kids be able to get with us? So I look at this. So I'm looking at my seed.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
No doubt.
But I never want to say I give up. But then you gotta show me.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Is it in you or not? Is it in you or not? Because what about when I'm not here?
Right.
Is that gonna take that?
Right.
I don't want it to.
Right.
You see what I mean? So a lot of these youngsters gotta understand. You can't go buy none of this at Walmart and all these stores, corner stores. If it ain't in you,
Yeah.
the world will never see it.
But see, it go back to planting them seeds too, B.
Yes,
And
right
that's
here
one of the-
mentally.
Yeah, you got to
Yes.
expose them.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? Like,
yes,
if
yes.
they don't know no
Yeah.
better, bruh, they not going to do no better.
Right. And just keeps. But my thing is just, with you know, God bless me to do a lot of Bible study and reading and all that is. I gotta encourage little Bobby to be the best that he need to be in life.
Right.
I got to.
Yes.
So before school, make the right decisions.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Amen.
When he out of school, what we learn.
And you got to speak it into.
You know what I mean? So
you speak it into.
when he was born, I was the first one to touch him.
Yeah.
I said, the star is born.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he heard it then, he gonna hear it now, and he gonna hear it later.
Right.
No matter what he do, he gotta prevail in it.
Right.
Because he already know. I ain't gonna really say you the best, but you better than the rest.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
feel it?
In my household, that's how it rolls.
You see what I mean?
It's okay as a parent to see the world through your children's eyes, man. That's what we ordained to do.
It's,
Right,
it's
right.
just
You know
not
what I'm
okay
saying?
to live it.
But
There you go.
in that, sometimes some parents make it even harder for their
man.
kids to see some of that, because we got a lot of kids that get babied. That's why when you talk about could they hang, you ain't talking about physically, because they're bigger and stronger.
Yeah.
But
It's kind of like this, man. Experience over talent. How did he get by me like that?
Yeah.
Experience.
Yeah.
Your talent take you so far.
I tell my
You know what I'm
kids stuff
saying?
like,
You know what I mean?
I tell my kids in basketball stuff like, John Stockton wasn't that quick, wasn't that fast, but he's one of the leading assist
but he
guys
knew
in the
where
league.
to be at.
But you know what's funny? Made him faster? Because he slowed down sometimes.
Hey, that's
You know what I'm saying? Change your pace. I know that sounds simple.
No,
I don't want to get too deep about it.
Yeah, man.
I just hear the kid with simple is great, man.
Yeah,
Simple
is
man.
great.
Don't let simple
like
slides make you not think it's not good, bruh. Sometimes the easiest shit is the best thing to be doing, bruh. You know what I'm
How's
saying?
that man getting past these guards of Isaiah Thomas?
That's what I tell my son.
He got quicker because he slowed down.
That's the only reason I'm beating my son right now. It's because I'm smarter than him.
That's all it is.
My bones and legs, I can't move over and cut him off right now.
yeah.
But I'm in his head heavy. You know what I'm saying? And I understand this game. You know what I'm saying?
So you want to go into this fourth because we got a question somebody asked.
I ain't going into no commercials neither.
We're
gonna answer this question, but this is our commercial going into the fourth. We're already into the fourth.
Yeah.
Mac Daddies, baby. We celebrating our own shit.
What that boy Alex say?
Hey, you be patting yourself on your own back, baby. Mac, come with that question.
Yeah. So,
Don't
Anita.
leave out the parents, Anita. What you want to know?
That's what she said. Don't leave out the parents, coaches.
Yeah.
What's she mean by that?
Well,
if you can answer that. I'm gonna let you have it.
And by the way, Anita, babies, thank you for watching, love. Good to see you. I appreciate what you posted.
Yeah.
I got love for you.
Yeah.
Well, and she gonna keep it 100.
And that's the best way to be.
And so, I'm gonna be PC still. I'm still in the game and all that. I'm gonna say what I need to
I
say.
can't get him fired.
But
We trying to get promoted, so we still always looking to upgrade.
I don't stay around this long.
Yeah.
You gotta play the game a little bit.
Yeah.
But Anita, right? You know what I mean? Since she brought it up or whatever, you gotta look at the parents sometimes. You know what I mean? Now I've had great parents, so I want to start with that.
Yeah.
And then I go back to that word apathy. The worst parent to me ain't the one in the stands hollering. The worst one is the one I don't see. Because you know what I'm saying? Because then
She making noise.
How does that affect their baby? I'm just saying. Let's just be honest.
No support, right?
Well, and then we turn into the campus parents.
There you
Rides, feeding them. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna let my babies not eat.
Making them
So
sure
we
they
gonna
stay on
stop
the right
and jacking
path
them
at
up
school.
or something.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
I should know their grades before they do.
See,
You know what I mean?
Now you getting to that other part of coaching that I wanted you to talk about. Go ahead, keep going.
So, but Anita brought it up, and so
Rock that clock, kid.
Anita brought it up. So she's right. I mean, just as much as we bear responsibility as coaches, the parents have to bear the same.
Yeah. So the parent, how in the community now, with you being out south, is it any different in the community, the parenting and the support, or is it because the south side is damn near the northeast now? It's inner city. It's inner city.
Man, yeah. So there is some differences, man. I ain't gonna lie.
What's your differences?
Well, in terms of the parent commitment or whatever, it's probably a little bit more. But you'd be shocked that it's not like this huge difference in anything.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's still, you still would like a lot more. And then I have some parents now that are really good parents.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's real
some
good.
of them, and then you get to doing it as long as I've done it, and you get to start knowing the parents because you either grew up with them or you're a little bit older than them or whatever, and they bring their child into the gym and stuff, and so it's good when you see those folks that you know participate.
Well, we got a 2 question here. Let's see if we could. I don't mean to overload you, but let's just see.
This person is a Reagan Raider, too.
Yeah, but
I know
who
that.
is this? Is this Miss Vicky?
But hold on, though. Let's just see.
Hello, Vicky. It's good to see you, baby.
Let's just see what Anita said. Anita said, what I mean is,
whatever, baby.
Anita said, what I mean is the parent thinking they the coaches, right? And then Vic came with, should the kid listen to their coach or the parent at the time of playing?
Come on, Vicky. You can't.
If the coach not coaching as he should.
See now.
So is she a coach? I'm just saying.
They put a lot on your plate.
I'm just saying, man.
Well, that's a really good question.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and that's kind of loaded because you coming from the standpoint, like when you say if he ain't coaching, I mean, it's hard to I always tell people, like, 25 years, I've been judged for about a 2.5 hour period every week. You know what I mean? Like,
2 times
now, the other 5 days or 4, I'm either with your kid, all them other hours, you know what I'm saying? And so, obviously there's a plan and stuff. It don't always work. Right. You know what I mean? I'm going to be honest. And Vicky, you're right. I mean, sometimes we get in situations where, shoot, we don't have no answers, because if your 6'8" guy is being guarded by my 6'1" guy, ain't a lot of answers sometimes. You know what I mean? And then you overcompensate and you double down, and they're kicking it out to their shooter, and he hitting 8 threes that game.
Right.
And so sometimes it's just what it is. But I will say this, and I'm going to use this analogy, sweetheart. And so can you imagine if you were working in an office cubicle and I came and I'm 2 or 3 cubicles away and I don't like the way you type it? You know what I mean? Your memo ain't quick enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're not getting the reports in. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just telling you, and you ain't answering the phone right and stuff like that. And again, obviously I wouldn't do that, but that's the analogy, because that's what we as coaches see. And after 25 years, first and foremost, I don't give a damn anyway, because in my mind, I done forgot more basketball than any of the people in the stands know.
Right. And they know that.
Save, my guys. And that's not an arrogant statement, but it's
facts in the
I've been doing it. I better know it if I've been doing it this long. You know what I mean? But I think in games, I think it's critical.
Boom. Can I be the devil's advocate right here?
I think he want to kick the ball out to Ray.
Who is that?
You want to kick the ball out.
Please pass it. So they are addressing D, and I know you got to be politically correct. What about these coaches that can't coach, my dude? And you can't say that. So if I got a dude, my son or my little girl is playing for a coach that's a science teacher. How do I approach that, D? And I got a basketball mind. Oh, boy, that's hard not to say something.
I'm going to be honest, man, because, my daughter.
We got some coaches that can't coach.
And my daughter played varsity volleyball.
That don't mean nothing.
And her coach, she was in the same situations I've been in a few years. She knows her stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? And she's working her butt off. But then you can't really tell, because sometimes the girls wouldn't play good, or the talent wasn't there. Or
That's different from a basketball mind, though, dog. I understand
I'm
that
just being PC.
Yeah, I know. Say, man.
I should have been a politician.
So my answer to this is this. Parents, make sure your kids are at a school where you can be a parent and sit back and not have to humiliate the coach and get supportive. If they there, to be honest with you, man, and I'm cracking jokes, we got to be quiet and support the coach, man. If we have took the time to allow our kids to go to that school, let's sit back and let the coaches coach, and that's important. Go ahead, B.
So the next question about Damone Moore. He said, what about these coaches looking for a win and not developing the kids? And then he doubled back and said,
Damone acting like that?
When are the schools going to shut this down?
Who said it?
Damone. I mean, I'm sorry, that was Devon.
Devon.
But
What's up,
Damone asked that one though. Damone Moore asked, what about the kids coaching looking for wins and not developing the kids.
Everybody love. I love y'all too for the love.
D, that's yeah. What's up, baby? By the way, man, as we talk about, and I'm gonna answer your question really quickly. I just want to shout out some people because
it's your show, bro.
D, we talking about D and Paris and all those guys, man. We have some really stalwart, good ass men in our community that do it summer in spring.
He gonna be mad for this.
You know what I mean?
You're gonna be mad. For this.
And Devon, you and Paris, man. You know I love you guys to death. I ain't never really got a chance to tell you guys that, since this is a public forum and we don't and whatever, we as black men don't say it enough. You know what I mean? We'll fight each other before we say we love you and stuff like that. So, I really.
I love you. But can I tell you this? When you thank them two dudes, can I tell you gonna hate me for this? They went to LBJ.
I already know.
They in the community happy because they Jaguars.
Man, I'm gonna trump that because Parrish brought his baby and them boys to Reagan. You know what I mean? And gave me some of the, not even just from a winning standpoint, but just, I mean, we got a chance to go up to Dallas and down to Houston, and we just did a lot of different things, man. And they kind of kept that fuel and that fire burning. You know what I mean? And so, anyway, shout out to you, D, man. I appreciate it, man.
Most definitely love and support. And part of the rivalry, as we get into that, I was going to do it earlier, but you started talking real good stuff. Coach Rowland for holding it down. Because when the Northeast Austin didn't have nothing, LBJ basketball was prevalent, and everybody hung their hat on that, and it produced like what you did at Reagan. A lot of solid men that are out here raising their kids and families and doing great works in our world, not just our city and community, but our world.
I want to interject on that, man, because you know, my boy, I told you earlier today, I hosted Lancaster at Crockett Day in State and stuff, and you know, we played college ball together. And he gets a lot of love up in that Dallas area. You know what I'm saying? South Dallas kid, made it big. He going for his third state championship in 6 years, and you know, that's, you know, my boys got to see that. You know what I'm saying? And so you always talk about that experience with your son. It's one thing to talk it, but it's a whole other thing when you get and you lay your eyes on it and you get to see. And so what I was gonna say, man, Coach Rowland just don't get enough credit, man. I'm gonna look into the camera and you know, he and I went at it for about 15, 20 years. We went at it.
Y'all coming out y'all suit jackets. I'm laughing at y'all. Cussing y'all both out at the same time in the stand. Go ahead.
I remember when Dr. Nelson had the show on KAZI, man. We went on boys talking all that crap. But anyway, man.
Let me say this too while you say Coach Rowland, so we can clear the air. Ray Jackson is the first one that said we were going to name this floor after Coach Rowland. So before y'all come with all that BS, that's me. And I don't take credit for much other than Black Sox and some other shit. But I was the first one that said that. No doubt. And I'm going to tell y'all this. We're going to name that floor after Coach Rowland. That's his flow, man. You know what I'm saying? He didn't put too much time and effort into raising that community up and doing what he do. We're going to celebrate that.
Sean Mitchell said it's time for him to retire.
Sean gonna always be right. It's always time for people to retire, man. God decide that, Black.
Well,
you need to be back on the show, though, Black. I need you back on.
I will say this, though, man. He don't get the credit that he deserves. He is the best coach in AISD in the last 25
basketball
or so
years. History. That's undisputed.
I mean, he's gone to state 3 to 4 times. Who else can say maybe once? You know what I mean? He gets accused of this and accused of that, and all he does year in and year out is send these young men to school. And then the manifestation of what he's doing is when I go to the gyms, because we still compete against one another, and you see them boys back, and I remember them faces. You know what I mean? I remember them kids, and they got their babies in their hands and stuff like that. And so, you know, in my mind, just to be honest, when you win district like he's done and dominate the district, there's no reason why he shouldn't have 20 plus coaches of the years and stuff like, you know. And a lot of that stuff was just some, you know, like we say, politics. Let's just go ahead and call it that. And this is a Reagan cat. You know what I mean? And
but you a real dude, bro.
Everybody.
He married a Reagan Raider. She's so happy we got a Reagan dude up here. Go ahead, Miss Bobby.
There you go, baby. Bobby. Bobby oh man, I remember you, Bobby. How you doing? I didn't know that's your lady.
He didn't say, watch out.
Bobby, this is for you, baby. Bobby, this is for you, baby. Not without honor, Bobby. Not without honor. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I'm gonna stick up for you, baby. So, true story about your wife. So, I was always kind of East Coast.
Where it's going? Hold on, where it's going?
I was real East Coast. I was still kind of young, baggy stuff and all that.
Yeah, we all
she used to
doing
come
that.
up to me. She'd be like, Coach Davis, yo, 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 yo. Coach Davis, yo, 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 yo. You down south. This ain't no East Coast. I'm like, all right, Bobby. You just go to class, baby, and I'm good.
Yeah, cause
Bobby, I had to call you out, baby. I still love
cause
you.
she had a little mouth on. Still do.
You done said some things I would think that pretty little woman would say. That little woman crazy. But back to this, man. And I love these interviews. You a cold piece, bro. Shout out K, the truth. They all love everybody. So understand this, man. And I need y'all to be cautious of this, man. Please continue to wash your hands and be safe. They steady cutting off these events. It's okay to sit at home and get on Netflix and relax right now until everybody properly figures this out. I know people got big plans for spring break, but be wise. I just had to drop that in there. Be wise in how you move. Your life is fragile and it's highly valued. I need y'all to answer that question, man, as we move forward. And it might not be tonight. What do you value? You need to know what's valued in your life, man, and what this time God give us, man. And then the best thing going today.
Say,
daddies. Say, man,
change your life, baby.
Yes.
These life changing.
So with the basketball, bro, and this is the biggest thing. With this season being suspended, and if the season ended right now, who is the MVP of the NBA? Who minds want to know? Hoop dreams. Y'all know how I pose.
Well, I can already tell you right now, because when I give my answer, first thing they're going to call me is OG, like I hear from the OG. So the award is the most what?
Valuable
Player, right? All right. All right. So who's more valuable than Bron? I just want somebody to tell me that. All right. If you're on your Giannis kick, I get it.
Yeah.
Whatever. But I can tell you right now, if they flip flop, the records be different.
Straight up.
You don't think Giannis could win in LA with Anthony Davis?
Giannis ain't got to the conference finals yet.
That's true.
Don't hurt nobody's feelings.
Remember, I'm a coach, and so when everybody oohing and ahhing at the alley-oop, I want to see what did the point guard do them other 87 possessions. That's where I'm at, and so it's just the coaching.
Game,
I'm in the game.
Yes. So your money is on LeBron right now as MVP, and how you see the game.
Right.
At his age, bro.
And I ain't gonna even. I don't even want to factor that. Let's just look at basketball.
And that's why
all around hoop.
Just basketball.
All around hoop.
Because then when you add in his age, it's bar none he the MVP.
Hey, so check it. Do you guys realize after 17 years in the association, my man flipped his position? You know how hard it is just to get in the NBA? He flipped his position, and now he's averaging almost double-digit assists. Come on, man. He don't like to take the big shots. Who taking them now? Because Anthony Davis averaging less than 3 shots in the fourth quarter. Who taking them now? You see what I'm saying?
They get mad because last night he kicked it out to Anthony Davis. But that's a good basketball play.
He's smart.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's what he gonna do, man.
They say he's passive with the ball sometimes.
Yeah.
And Jordan goes
think about it. He hadn't been that passive this year. That's the first time this year he's actually got off the ball.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. He hadn't been passive at all. He's been taking him from half court and everywhere else.
So the question.
From the L,
boy. He's been matching everybody that want that smoke. He been giving them smoke right back.
Man. The youngster some, Kawhi some.
Yes.
You know what I mean? He gave Giannis some.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, like, the question we should be asking now is Anthony Davis gonna hold up in them late games and them playoff rounds?
Can I say this though, man? And this go back to Bobby Mack, like. Something about some of them cats seems soft to me, bro. You know what I'm saying?
There ain't no way they should be that soft, man.
Yeah.
No way.
Because Kawhi done punked the league on the cool.
the league. Kawhi is an old school, late 90s player.
Yeah.
Because he like right behind LeBron. If I had to say, until KD get back, and if he completely healthy, it's to me, man, it's gonna be LeBron, then that young boy Kawhi.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then after that, it's kind of wide open because I like the young kid, the Luka kid in Dallas. I think he gonna be phenomenal.
He got years to be phenomenal.
Oh man, but he been a pro. Like it's in training him up early, like we were talking about.
Right,
and that
right,
takes
right.
me into this because we're a little bit over time, but shit, I'm blessed with royalty. So tell me this: what would you? Hell yeah, you done did it for 25 years, bro, and serving our kids and our community.
I
Hey,
appreciate
man,
that.
you cold out here, bro. Just like we celebrate Roland, we celebrate you.
Yeah.
What's something you give the people that have kids that love the game of basketball? What is something they need to do with their kids right now? Initiating that at the middle school, getting into the high school, at the high school level, middle school level. What's the biggest thing for you as a coach?
Well, I think you got to actually find out how much your kid loves this game. Because we also know now, as I was saying earlier, get to the camps and do this and do that. That costs money, man.
Yes, it does.
You know what I mean? And obviously you have to kind of try it out a little bit, you know what I mean, and see. But your kids should let you know if they still love this game. And then from there, it's easier then to get them the tennis balls and have you work on your handles with the tennis ball, and then go to graduate to the basketball. So now it feels like you got a watermelon in your hand. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly.
You know what I mean? Or if you're a big man, you're tossing it against the wall, the old butts up. Soften your hands. You know what I'm saying? And if you're right-handed, you need to do it 15 more times on your left hand. You know what I'm saying? Just little things like that as parents. And you can kind of monitor that stuff. And it's okay to watchdog it early. And then what you'll find out, if they love it, it becomes habit. You know what I mean? And you only become creatures of habit through repetition.
That's true.
And
Repetition brings reputation.
You know, if a parent with a young kid or whatever, I want to see how much they love it. And obviously you want, at that age, you want them to try everything, and not just hoops. You know, it's so funny, man, because I was talking about my babies. My babies, other than volleyball, they were dancers and stuff. You know what I mean? I, as Coach Davis, sat in a lot of recitals. You know what I'm saying? But that was just as important to me as the basketball game against LB that Tuesday, Friday. You know what I mean? And so, you know, and you know, a lot of times I didn't get to see some of that because of
coaching,
who I was and all that stuff. And putting it into other people, breathing life into their babies. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay because
that's the blessing.
I was blessed with these gifts, man. And so. And
you know what's blessed about that is because your kids, when you spend the quality time with them, they understand the sacrifice you're making with them and with others, and then they become givers, and they become very productive in caring for others and building with others.
And on that note, man, it's funny you say that. My youngest baby, I wouldn't let them. They went to private school and stuff. I wouldn't let them go to public school until 9th grade. My oldest graduated from the private school. My youngest wanted to be with her daddy. And so for the last 3 years, I've had my baby with me. So I'm a rich man. She gets to see what I do. You know, she see the day-to-day, the conversation. You know what I mean?
So, man, and we in overtime, and that's big you saying that. Man, we got so much to talk about. You are also one of the only coaches that has a female coaching on your staff.
No doubt, man.
What made that happen? I think you're the only one in this area. In this area that has a female coach on his staff. What prompted that?
Well, I want to preface what I say with, she's a hell of a coach.
Right.
Damn the gender piece. You know what I mean? She's a hell of a coach. But you know, and like I said, God raises you up, man, and his plan is perfect. And so it's me and my 3 sisters. I have about 8 or 9 aunts and 2 or 3 uncles. Millions of girl cousins. I was blessed with 2 beautiful queens. And so, you know, maybe I was set up for this. You know what I mean? And then Candace comes along, and Coach Thomas, I mean, she's phenomenal. You know what I mean? I know when I get compliments steady from the other district coaches. You know what I mean? And it's funny you say that because we're on the cusp of doing something really, really good over at Crockett. And she has had the last 2 to 3 classes, which the discipline piece is on point.
In place.
She takes care of the thing. I think as people, I think your biggest strength, it should be understanding and knowing your weaknesses. And I know what I ain't good at, and the best leadership delegates authority. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And so she does a lot of the stuff that I'm just not good at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she's hellified at it, and she's a damn good coach.
Yes.
She's a damn good coach. And so you said what brought that on? Well, hell, she was getting ready to go to Aikens, I think, 4 or 5 years ago. You know, and she's a phenomenal math teacher. She teaches algebra, which is the hardest thing to teach because you're teaching knucklehead freshmen.
Yep.
And so, no, I'm just
y'all coming back in. Some of y'all coming in. He's one of the only coaches in the state of Texas that I know of right now that has a female on his staff, and we're talking about employing women to coach men. Go ahead.
Yeah, and so, you know, she comes in, man, and the discipline piece is tight. You know, we hold these kids to account.
Yes.
When you late, there's going to be a little piece to get. Because if we don't do it now, then you don't expect it. You take your ass in the real world, and then you wondering why you fired and you got a baby at the crib. It don't work like that.
Yeah.
And so, you know, she is as much of a part of our success at Crockett than anything that I've been doing. And then she takes care. You know, she's loyal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's the hardest thing right
there. Man, and that's, you know, in the neighborhood, that's why we call them boys and homegirl and all that.
Yeah.
Well, I got a basketball homegirl.
There it is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we do things right. And she helps take care of the program and everything. And I'm going to just put it on out there publicly. She should be the next coach at Crockett.
Straight up.
You know what I mean? She's ready.
Right.
She knows the backside of coaching. You know, the stuff behind the bench, away from the gym.
Yeah.
She understands all that stuff, and she knows it to a degree that I think she's ready. And in the men's side, if given the opportunity.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, if not now, when?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I love Candace to death, man.
And I applaud you for stepping out there, bro. Not a lot of people are able to be groundbreakers and do that sort of thing. A lot of people
I appreciate
run from
that, man. It's funny.
That's major.
Well, you say that type of stuff, man, and this again is me. I'm self-deprecating and stuff. I ain't even thought of it like that. I just know I got a hell of a coach.
That's it.
You know what I mean? I know she put in some of that offensive scheme. Right. You know what I mean? I know she helps with the drills.
Yeah.
And she comes up with new things so it don't get stale.
Yeah,
you know what
I mean? You look at it like that, but in this world, we have to look at it like that. Because, you know, they done made us dumb.
Yeah.
So we see color now. You
Right.
know? And we all going to see the same God, the devil. You know
No doubt. We all going to see.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we confused. So we got to address the greatness in those that are not locked in the cage mentally and are free to think and incorporate people, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I love that, bro. I applaud that, bro.
Well, I appreciate it, man.
You know
I ain't even never thought of it like that.
Yeah, we celebrating y'all.
Well, the plan.
That's what Mac do, man.
The plan is perfect.
Mac and
right?
Cole do, bro. Yeah,
man. The plan is perfect.
Man, how can you not like a dude that's gonna bless you like this, man? Man,
Life changing.
So tell me this: you ain't never used it.
Who?
You,
Man.
he said, who? I love it. So tell the people, man, as we close out, man, thank y'all for tuning in. I carried it a little over, man. I love this show, man. I love y'all support, man. I like being out here. Continue to send your comments, man. I need those black businesses. Tune in. I cut y'all off this week. Commercials and any ads, any camps and clinics. Sean Mitchell, y'all got coming up. Quincy Carter got camps and clinics. Carlos and them are doing some great things. We're going to inform y'all of that as we go through the week. But today I had to have D. Davis on, and we had to do it this way, and we had to introduce the new product. Where can they get at you, B. Mac?
Man, they can reach Bobby Mack at 512-589-6406. You can call me.
Yeah.
I don't care, man.
Yeah.
I'm either going to answer the phone or I'm not.
You ain't hiding around.
I don't hide, I divide.
Yeah,
and then God provide. And that's just how I look at it, man. I'm here for a reason.
We can get these today. These are on sale now, so I get one of these.
Yo, man. Take that home. Get back. I need inputs. You know what I mean? Because I'm throwing it out there. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't bland. Like I said, man.
No doubt.
I'm serious. We need to get up off that tip, though, man.
Yeah.
I don't need to, man. Man, look, it's an enhancement, man. It ain't got nothing to, if it don't work, that's medical.
Right.
You understand me?
Yeah.
If it don't work, that's medical, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well,
Ain't got nothing to do with me, man.
Baby girl, if you watching, you know what I'm saying? We got an experiment.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, he taking one home, baby girl. You might want to start stretching right now. You know what I'm saying? He taking one home. You know what it is. Hey, but look, man.
And this the thing that you gotta love, man. It's 4 to 5 days.
Nah, boy. Quit
In
playing,
your
man.
system.
No,
4 to 5 days. Man, y'all got it. I will not put nothing out that do not work, man. I will not put nothing out. You don't put just Mac on anything, bro. You put it on the best.
Yeah.
That's too short, man. The kids know. I'm just saying, man. It's bigger than us.
Man, and I love this, man. We're going to continue, man, and I told y'all this. We're going to continue to break more products. Let me say this, and then I'm going to let Mac do what he do, because you got a question you're going to ask him. You want that question for him, you don't want
Everybody
that.
got to get it done.
So, look, jump out there on faith and do what God asking you to do, man. As I grow, I got some things I'm going through that I need to do and be obedient to.
Amen.
Jump out there and let God bless you. Believe in him. He real in this world. And in this trying world, with these diseases and viruses, man, God gonna keep us, man. Don't even trip. We rebuke all of that over all of our lives. As the girl preach about it every morning.
Amen.
You know, as the girl keep
That's
praying
the
over
girl.
us
Go hard with
every
it, man.
morning.
For
You know,
real.
Amen.
Let Bobby Mac have it after that. I ain't got nothing else to say.
Last question, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ride in and out. That's it. Boom. How do you want to leave this life? And what do you want to leave? What legacy you want to leave?
Wow, that's a
To be
good
honest
question,
with you.
man. That's
For
a
real.
good question. Now I'm gonna be flat out honest. Just put it out there. I'm a very eclectic person.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I was born in this beautiful city.
That's right.
You know, I'm a homeboy, native son. I've done music in the past. I love music. I like being in and around town and
Right.
stuff. I got friends that own businesses downtown and GMs at
All
different
that.
places and stuff. And so, you know, at some point, man, you'll know. The great, Kobe Bryant, he was saying, they were asking him, like, how are you able to get through and get over your retirement? Because you hear everybody talk about after he retired, he seemed more happier than they've ever seen him. You know what I mean?
Freedom.
And the first thing he said is because I know what I gave,
Yeah, it is.
and so I know what I left.
And that's all
And
right.
so
Okay, yeah.
you mentioned the legacy and all that stuff. My dad used to always tell me, others will tell your story if it's good enough.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
That's very true.
And so
That is so true.
and the people that know me know I'm a humble person and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
very confident.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I know who I am, and
Yes.
I love to look neat and all that
Yeah,
type
yeah,
of stuff.
yeah.
But, I think my legacy is already it's already out there.
In the making.
And it was foretold throughout my career.
Right.
And so I don't think I have to stop and call out the legacy or recall it.
You're right.
My legacy is in them babies I was telling
Yeah, it
you
is
about.
right
They got
there.
their kids.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
my legacy, Devon and those guys were a part of that.
Yeah.
That path has been long and
Yes,
winding, and it ain't always been good.
Yes, yes,
You know what I
yes,
mean? But
yes.
in terms of legacy, I just hope that people knew I cared.
Right.
You know what I mean? And after that, man, I can deal with the criticism and all that other stuff that come with it. But if you know I cared, as you get older and you have to be in those situations where you got to care for somebody more than they may even understand, you'll come back and appreciate Coach.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
that's awesome, man. I mean, that was good. That was a damn good answer, man. But as we close, man, the whole thing is what me and Ray and I are trying to do, and we working on doing it. I hate to say trying because we are doing it.
Yes, sir.
Every day is we gain. But the thing about it is this: when we reach one, we teach one. And when we reach many, we reach plenty. Because it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Amen to that.
And that's the whole thing about it. And I'm going to leave it at that. And for all the ones who believe in Christ and God, Psalms 91 every night. Psalms 91 every night. 30 days. Just make you a 30-day. Psalms 91. I'm telling you, the prayer of protection, man. That's what it's all about. And believe in it. It's a reason why, man, y'all gonna make me start going up, man. Psalms 91, man. It's a Psalms 91. Believe in it, though. Don't just say it and then get scared and you fearful of it. Amen. Psalms 91. The Bible is there. It's right here. All this stuff is written, man. The people in the Bible didn't write it. They was the Bible. You understand what I'm saying? Basic instructions before leaving Earth.
He didn't just hit that Wu-Tang, baby.
I'm out, man.
The
You know what
Jizzle, that's
it
my
is.
man.
Locker room.
God
baby.
bless y'all.
Spring break. Be safe. We love y'all. Like and share.
Thank you
Check
for
out the
having me on.
YouTube page.
Yeah.
And come see some high school basketball games next year. We got great talent in the city. We love y'all.
Love
Appreciate
you,
you, Ray. Appreciate you.
Love you, boy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That was